Hello everyone, I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today I'm going to be discussing what's the difference between lumbar radiculopathy and piriformis syndrome. First of all, these are both very painful and performance limiting conditions. And both of these are impingement on nerve conditions. So the type of symptoms can be very similar. And these symptoms are what are called radicular symptoms or nerve symptoms. This is sharp shooting shock-like pain, numbness, burning, tingling, what we call paresthesia, which is the numbness, tingling, and burning. There can also be atrophy of the muscles that are innervated by these nerves. There could be weakness in those muscles, and there can be pain with specific motions. Piriformis syndrome is impingement on the sciatic nerve by the piriformis muscle. The piriformis muscle is one of the gluteal muscles. It originates on the sacrum, which is the triangular shaped bone at the bottom of the spine. It is located in between the lumbar spine, which is the medical name for the low back, and the tailbone. The piriformis muscle originates on the front part of the sacrum, and it runs laterally towards the hip and attaches to the hip. The sciatic nerve originates directly underneath the piriformis muscle. So if the piriformis muscle is tight, it can cause impingement on the sciatic nerve. Lumbar radiculopathy, also known as lumbosacral radiculopathy, is an impingement on one of the nerve roots in the lumbar spine. It can happen on either side. Usually these are caused by a lumbar disc herniation, a lumbar disc bulge, or it can be from osteoarthritis. So those are the main causes of a lumbar radiculopathy. Lumbar radiculopathy is entrapment or impingement of one of the spinal nerve roots after it branches off the spinal cord and is passing through what is called the neural foramen. The neural foramen is located in between the vertebrae on the sides, and the nerve root passes directly through that. So if that space is closed, it can cause entrapment or pressure or impingement on the spinal nerve root, which can lead to the pain and symptoms of a lumbar radiculopathy. Piriformis syndrome is impingement of the sciatic nerve by a hypertonic piriformis muscle. The piriformis muscle gets tight and places direct pressure on the sciatic nerve. Nerve roots branch off the spinal cord in the lumbar spine and sacrum and form two networks of nerves. The sciatic nerve emerges from these networks directly underneath the piriformis muscle. The sciatic nerve is the primary nerve in the lower extremity. It is the longest and thickest nerve in the entire body. It starts in the gluteal region and has branches extending into the great toe. The piriformis muscle runs across the buttocks and contracts to rotate the hip and thigh outwards. Tightness of the piriformis muscle places direct pressure on the sciatic nerve and causes symptoms into the buttocks and leg. Symptoms of piriformis syndrome begin in the gluteal region and proceed into the posterior and or lateral aspects of the thigh and lower leg and may extend all the way into the feet and toes. Symptoms may include sharp shooting shock-like pain, weakness, numbness, tingling, deep burning pain, and limited symptom-free range of motion. Symptoms can be intensified by weight-bearing activities, walking, running, sitting, standing, hip motions, back motions, and going up steps and going down steps. Lumbar radiculopathy, also known as lumbosacral radiculopathy, is a syndrome caused by compression or irritation of spinal nerves in the low back. The lumbar spine is the medical name for the low back. Lumbosacral radiculopathy results from irritation and or compression of a spinal nerve root as it exits the lumbar spine. Spinal nerve roots L4, L5, and S1 are the most commonly involved. This condition can be a significant cause of low back pain, lower extremity pain, and disability. Pain is a common presenting symptom and may be accompanied by numbness, tingling, burning, and weakness in the areas innervated by the affected lumbar nerve root. The most common causes of lumbosacral radiculopathy are a lumbar disc herniation with resultant nerve root compression, lumbar disc bulge with resultant nerve root compression, disc degeneration, and spinal osteoarthritis. Symptoms of lumbosacral radiculopathy include low back pain that radiates into the lower extremity in a dermatomal pattern. These symptoms can include sharp shooting shock-like pain or stinging pain radiating into the lower extremity, numbness, tingling, and or a deep burning sensation, weakness, muscle spasm, tightness and stiffness, muscle guarding and or splinting, limited active and passive range of motion due to pain and muscle guarding, difficulty moving in all planes, slow and guarded motion in all planes, and an altered gait or a limp. Both of these conditions, Piriformis Syndrome and lumbosacral radiculopathy, are serious medical conditions. Both of them are nerve entrapment or nerve impingement conditions. The difference between these two conditions is the location of the impingement and the nerve that is being impinged. Piriformis Syndrome, it is the sciatic nerve that is impinged by a hypertonic piriformis muscle. In lumbosacral radiculopathy, it is a lumbar nerve root that is being entrapped. Therefore, both of these symptoms are nerve entrapment conditions that can lead to sharp shooting, shock-like pain, numbness, tingling, burning, weakness, limited range of motion, and many other symptoms. Obviously, both of them in the lower extremity. Please see a medical professional if you have either of these conditions. Like I said, the main difference is which nerve is being entrapped and where that entrapment occurs. I have done videos on both of these conditions. I will put links in the description box, so I'm not going to go over too much detail on each individual condition, but please, if you have either of these conditions or you think you have either of these conditions, please see a medical professional immediately. Do not hesitate. Even if the symptoms lessen, the source of the symptoms is still going to be present. You can see a doctor of chiropractic like myself, or you can see another type of medical professional. Thank you everybody for watching today's video. I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. Please feel free to like this video. If you have questions, suggestions, or feedback, please leave them in the comment section below, and please subscribe to my YouTube page. Thanks again for watching today's video. And please remember to see a medical professional. Watching this video does not take the place of seeing a medical professional.